Okay, hello guys. So today I will show you how to do a Fisher-Jenks breaks algorithm by using R. So the purpose of Fisher-Jenks is to make a classification because when we do for example, we do a top ranking GCM, we have 23 GCM, but we don't know uh, how many is how many GCM is at the top that we need to select. For example, I can show you here. Let's see, share screen. Entire screen. Okay, let's put it down here. Okay, for example here, this is one of my friend result. He ranked the GCM by using relative important metrics. So he have compromise programming index show this result. So we have 14 GCM here, but we don't know how many GCM we should select as a subset of top GCM. Should we select 4 top GCM? Should we select 5 top GCM or should we select 2? We don't know. This is subjective. If we select 5 or 4, that is subjective approach. But by using Fisher-Jenks classification, we can do a more objective approach, which means it's mathematically, statistically objective to select which GCM how many GCM we should select for top ranking GCM. After that, we can download the feature projection. Okay, so here I will show you how I do this one. So this is Fisher-Jenks breaks classification method. So for this purpose, you must install the library class in here, class in, then you run. And then I want to rank this, my friend ranking just now. So I will read his working directory. So yeah, so here I put the file. The file is this one, the one that I show you just now, the ranking based on the compromise programming index. So this is the file. Put 1, 2 until 14, and then GCM, and then CPI here. So we want to use Jenks classification based on this data set. This is the data set. Okay, now we can run this data. Okay, it's there. So data date 3. So we want to read CPI data here. Here. Okay. Now we set the number class. Number class is this is what some kind of measurement. Some kind of subjective measurement. We can select first maybe like I will put 8 because later on if the top classification is stable. Yeah, for example, if we change this here, we can change here. I put a remark here. We can change here for like maybe 6, 7, 8, 9, 5. If all the class is show that the result is the top 3 is the top GCM, then it's stable. If we change the class here to 8, 7, 6, 9 or something like that, it's still stable. It's still stable that show 3 GCM, then you use 3 GCM. Okay. So for example, I will try first. 8 number of class is 8. Okay, this is the function that we use, custom Fisher-Jenks function that I use, Fisher-Jenks breaks. So we use this function data name class, and then we compute the Fisher-Jenks breaks using class interval. So breaks here, class interval data, our data just now, CPI, and then the number of class n, which is 8, and then style is Fisher breaks. And then we generate class labels, data breaks, include the lowest, equal to true, return list, breaks, labels, and labels. And then you can just write this code, and then it will run. Okay. And then we compute the Fisher-Jenks breaks data in name class. So to get the result. Okay. Now we extract the breaks and the labels. Result, label. Okay. Now we print breaks and label. We don't need this one. And this is actually the result. And then we can just get the result here. For example, I put Fisher-Jenks breaks for 8 class just now. So we can run this one and then we can see the result. Okay, it appear here, Fisher-Jenks breaks. So by using this method, you see it is more easy to see the class. You see, this is one class. This is, I can put here class 1, and this one is also class 1, and then this one is class 2, and then this is class 3, and then this is class 4, this is class 5, this is class 6, this is class 7, and then this is class 8. You see, when we put in the coding just now, we put number of class 8, and then we get this 8 class, the class. So the top GCM is number 1 and number 2 here, 1 and number 2. So the top GCM is INM, CM5, and CMCC ESM2. So 2 of this GCM is the top GCM. If we use class 8 just now. Now I will change this to 7, and I want to see if the class is still stable at the top GCM. So we run it again. Okay, now we look at class. Wait, you see it's still stable. 2 of this is still stable. Now I change it to 6. 6. Run it. Let's see if it's still stable. It's still stable. It's still top GCM. The top 2 is still top GCM. Now I try 5. I try 5. Okay. Okay. You see, it's still a top GCM 5. So you can maybe use 6, or I think if it's the best is 6. You can 6 or 7, or 8. 8 is also okay. I think maybe 6 or 7, 6 class is okay also. To that the top GCM is actually INM and CMCC ASM2. So after we select this top GCM, this is the class 1, right? So we have this class 1. We can have this here. Where is it just now? You can have to see it's not written correctly, so we can use this text to column, and then we can write A1, and then it will disappear, and then okay, data text column. Next should put underscore. Next finish. Oh, it's not. It's okay. You can just put it here. So this top GCM is class 1. So this is our top GCM. So after we select the top GCM here, after we use Fisher-Jenks classification, and we find that at any class that we select, the stable one is the top GCM is still INM, NCM5, CMCC, ASM2. So we can select this GCM, and then after that, I can show you to visualize Fisher-Jenks just now. So to visualize our result just now, we have this result 5 breaks just now, right? And then we can do that data frame, data and labels here to visualize our result. Some people like to visualize it by using library ggplot2. And then we can count class, table, the data frame labels, and then do a ggplot, and then you can see this is the frequency, the result of the class just now. So the top GCM is 2, and then followed by 3, GCM, 5 GCM is one group, one subset, one every subset of GCM. So the highest one has 2 GCM in the first subset. So this is how you can visualize your your result actually for Fisher Jenks. Okay, after you finish selecting the top GCM by using Jenks classification, class 1, so after that you can download the top GCM future scenario from 2015 to 2100. So you can download in the same IP6 future projection. Make sure that you download all the scenario that you want, either SSP1, SSP2, or SSP3, or SSP5 that you initially plan for. So only download the GCM for INM, CM50, and CMCC ESM2. Okay, that is the next step. After that, actually this one, yes, you can select. But first, I think uh, you need to validate first. Validate your GCM. Is it the right GCM or not by using a PDF? I think this is the PDF, the code for PDF. For example, when I do which data, okay, I can show you. I have one research that I do recently on ICN share uncertainty. So this can control file PDF. PDF of top GCM. Because after I do this one, I need to make sure that the GCM that was selected is correct. So and then I run it. Okay, now we see that when we run our GCM, make sure that our GCM, this is chips data, but in this case for the study, you must compare with you must compare with the chips data set and see if the GCM that we select, the top GCM just now, is really good or not. Make sure that it is aligns very good like this. Otherwise, the the class might be inverted. Actually, the bottom is the best, but I think it's usually, yeah, most of the case I found out that CMCC is M2 is very good. So I know I kind of, based on experience, this top class 1 and class 2 is actually the best one. Sometimes it inverted. Sometimes when we calculate CPI and relative important, that actually, the down here is actually the best, not the up here. But in this case, I believe this class 1 is correct, because most of the case CMCC ESM2 is a very good model. So you can see here CMCC ESM2. You see it's look underestimated here by using PDF, but when you run with the statistical metrics, to see that it is better than this one, because this one it's kind of moving a little bit from the mean here. But this is called measure the mean is very good. But other statistical metrics will usually show that CMCC ESM2 is the best. You see, in my case also CMCC is ESM2 is the best. So I think that one is correct. So you can do the PDF first. So I think it's correct just now. The result is correct. Just to make sure that the top GCM is the correct one. And then after that, yeah, you can download your top GCM future scenario. Maybe you can download. It's up to you. It's depend on what you plan from the beginning. If you want to download ASP 126, SSP 2 4.5, SSP 3 7.0, or SSP 5 8.5. But this is most of the usual GCM that people use to download. But for future scenario, that is the next step. Okay, I think that's all. Okay, thank you for watching.